Hi, I'm State Representative Ryan Mackenzie, and welcome to another episode of Legislative Report. Today, I'm here at Bear Creek Mountain Resort in Long Swamp Township, a beautiful resort right here in our community that's open year-round. I'm joined by Jeff Zellner, Business Development and Public Relations here at Bear Creek.
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming out today, Ryan. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, an institution that's been around a long time, but it was known as Doe Mountain, changed names, and gone through a big expansion and renovation. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here
Yeah,
nowadays.
a lot of people still know it as Doe Mountain, from years ago. So Doe Mountain operated as a ski area here from 1967 until 1999. So it was a very, popular spot for winter sports. And our current ownership took over the property in 1999 and did an extensive renovation of the whole property. It's basically started completely from scratch. So since that time, we now have 118 hotel rooms. We have a full-service spa, 2 terrific restaurants, and a lot of other great things throughout the year. Great wedding venue, great corporate venue, and great place that's open to the public year-round.
And so again, you're hitting year-round activities and highlighting those. So in addition to snowboarding and skiing in the winters, you mentioned some of those different things. What are some of the favorites that people come out for in the summer and those other months?
We have a special events calendar, which is great. So we have 2 wine festivals. We have an Oktoberfest. We have a cheese and garlic festival, which we just held yesterday, which was a terrific event. And so there's a lot of special events open to the public all year, really fun events, great for the whole family to come out and enjoy. We also have live music every Thursday night throughout the summer at the restaurant, which is called The Grill at Bear Creek. We have we have hiking and biking trails surround the whole property here for some recreational activities. We have lighted tennis courts. We have indoor and outdoor pools. So there's a lot of great kind of relaxation activities, a lot of great special events here.
Well, that's great. I know you mentioned special events. I've been here myself to a number of weddings in the past. Always do a good job with those. Yep. Those are becoming a bigger part of your business now.
Absolutely. That's a terrific segment for us, a business segment for us. Being the way this property is set up, you can have everything for your wedding right in one spot. So you can get your hair done, you can have your rehearsal dinner, you can have your ceremony, and you can have your reception as well as your hotel rooms all right here on this property. So it's really like a one-stop shop for weddings. And it's also a unique venue where a lot of the venues are urban venues right on major streets and intersections through towns. We have a kind of a remote setting. We're on 330 acres here. So it's a very private feel and a very relaxed feel.
Great. Well, again, thanks for having us. And as a policymaker in Harrisburg, I do have to ask, is there anything that you focus on? Even just, you can give us just a brief rundown of maybe some of the issues that affect you or impact you that we should be aware of.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things we always keep up on is the discussion for liquor privatization. We find it, the current setup for it to be difficult for us a little bit because, in terms of ordering special liquor orders, we do, obviously it's a big part of the wedding and event business, and we would really like it to have more pro-business liquor laws on the books. Absolutely, that's a big one for us. Another one is portability of background checks, which I know is a current issue that's being discussed now. We have a lot of employees who interact with children. And if it was able that they could take background check from one job to the other or from another organization and bring it in or something like that would help us a great deal. And then the last thing that we always run into is we hire a large group of minors here every year. So we hire a lot of people under 18 years old, and we hire some that are even 14 and 15 years old to work here. So anytime that the laws are made more difficult in terms of putting more restrictions on the employer, that makes things a lot more difficult for us, especially with the seasonality of our ski business, where we can have up to 1,000 seasonal employees come in. So those are just a couple of them we always are keeping an eye on, and basically just ways to make the business run a little easier for us.
All right. Well,
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad you brought those to our attention. Always things that we love to hear from the business community and work with them on to make sure that we can help them as best we can create jobs and grow and expand here in our community.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ryan.
Yep. All right. So we're going to head out on a tour. We're going to check out some of the other locations here. Where are we going to head to next?
First stop we're going to make is the Trails End Pool, which is one of the best locations, I think, at the resort. It's a heated year-round pool, so let's go take a look.
All right. Sounds good. Let's check it out. All right, Jeff, we've started our tour. We're outside Trails End Cafe and have a beautiful pool behind us. Tell us what this space is used for.
So this is a restaurant that's open to the public year-round. It serves breakfast and lunch. It's a terrific place. During the winter months, it's open for dinner service as well. And this is part of the second phase of the hotel, the expansion of the hotel that was done in 2007. So as part of that, we really tried to add a lot of character to the property. So we put in a pool that's behind us here. It's a heated pool, so it's open year-round. So you can come here during the middle of winter. It's 10 degrees out and still swim in the pool.
Yeah, all right. And I guess some people take advantage of that, but then they have to make a short dash inside.
You never saw people run so fast as out here. So this is also a very popular spot for wedding groups. We rent this space for corporate use as well in the evening. So it's a great versatile space for us, and has a terrific view of the entire property up here, and it's a very private area as well.
Fantastic. You mentioned corporate events, so you're seeing a lot more corporate activity coming out here?
Yeah, with the growing businesses in Allentown, with how fast the Lehigh Valley's been growing, which is where we draw a lot of business from, and the surrounding areas, we've actually got a real good boost in corporate business.
Good.
And people have really seen the alternative that we offer to a lot of the more urban-based locations, where this is a consolidated space that they can come enjoy themselves, not have to worry about people wandering off. It's all right here at this one property.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I know there's a lot more to see.
Yep.
Where do you want to take us next?
Next spot we're going to go to is the Mountain Ballroom Deck, which has a terrific view of the slope side of the property and is a popular spot for wedding venues.
Okay, fantastic. And so that overlooks these ski slopes as well?
That's right. Yep, you get a great view of the slopes from there.
All right, sounds good. Let's go check it out.
All right, Ryan.
All right, we're continuing our tour of Bear Creek Mountain Resort. We're outside of the Mountain Ballroom on the deck here. Beautiful spot. Also a continuation and outdoor space that can be used for weddings and wedding parties.
That's right.
Popular venue.
Yeah, it is. This is probably our most popular venue we have here for weddings. What's great about each wedding ballroom we have has an outdoor portion of it. It has an outdoor ceremony site, and if you want to have your ceremony here. In addition to that, it also has an outdoor porch area. Each of them does, like patio area, so people can kind of experience the outdoors, which is such a strong part of this resort, and can also have the beauty of the indoors ballroom.
Yeah, that's great. So that brings some flexibility. So regardless of what the weather does outside, which you can't control, you can make for a good wedding and a good celebration there.
Absolutely. Yeah, people use these all year. I mean, so even in the cooler months, we can bring heaters out here. There's umbrellas. There's a lot of flexibility to this space, and it's really a big selling point for people to have their weddings up here.
Yeah, absolutely. And now behind us, obviously the ski slopes. There's no snow right now, but there will be in short order, and obviously still a big part of this resort. How many slopes do you have, and how many skiers do you typically get?
We have 22 trails here at the resort, and we actually had 175,000 skier visits last year, so it's still a huge portion of the business here, and it's still really what we're known best for out in the area. We combine great skiing conditions, top-notch grooming, great lessons, and we also have the experience behind it, the ambiance behind it. Like if you're coming here with your family, you can enjoy like a great indoor experience in our lodge and in our facilities, as well as a great outdoor experience. So it's a really great way to combine both those things. It's really what makes this property unique in the area in Pennsylvania for ski resorts.
Sure. So I'm a big skier, get out a lot of times a year. So in addition to skiing, you can obviously do snowboarding. What are some of the other winter
We have snow
activities?
tubing as well. So yeah, if you don't have the skill set for skiing, or it's not really what you're into, snow tubing is a great option for that. So that's something you can bring your family out to do. No real skill set necessary. If you sledded down your hill as a kid, you can snow tube. So in addition to that, of course, we have, like you said, the traditional skiing and snowboarding, and we have a terrific terrain park as well, which is like a lot of different features on that, big jumps, rails, and it's a great time for everybody too. So there's a lot of variety here in terms of terrain.
That's great. Yeah, I know terrain parks are very popular nowadays, and I've tried my hand at it. Sometimes successful, sometimes not, but always a good time.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a little too old for it personally. I don't want to get injured, but a lot of the younger kids love it, and it really adds something additional, adds some additional thrill to the resort for a lot of younger people.
Sure, that's great. All right, so we have another stop on our tour. Where are we headed next?
Yeah, we're going to head to the deck at the Grill, which is a very popular spot for outdoor events and outdoor music during the summer months. So let's go check it out.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, Jeff, we're down here on the patio, beautiful area that gets used for some music and concerts and things like that in the summer. Tell us about what goes on down here.
So this is a great section of the resort here. This is actually the outdoor area, dining area for the Grill at Bear Creek. The Grill is our signature restaurant here at Bear Creek. It's open for dinner service the entire year. We have terrific food options here, including a new sushi menu that we just added. Oh, wow. And throughout the summer is a great time to visit here because we have live music every Thursday night outside on the deck. So we do full dinner service outside. It's a terrific location to come out and enjoy the outdoor summer dining in a nice environment too. It's nice and quiet here. You're not near a city street. You're not sitting on a corner. I mean, this is a really nice secluded spot with some great scenery. And you enjoy some terrific food as well.
Yeah, very relaxing. And so again, you'd mentioned at the beginning about a year-round list of activities that you could do here. So we talked about skiing. Now you have some activities here in the summer, and so really a great year-round venue for people in the area.
Absolutely. There's a lot of ways for people to come check it out here without being a hotel guest or without being a skier or without having to come to a wedding. I mean, you can just come up here, eat dinner at the restaurant, the Grill. We also have a calendar of special events that are terrific. We have 2 wine festivals which feature Pennsylvania wineries, food sampling. We host one in April, one in October. We have an Oktoberfest event, which is a great outdoor festival. That's September 20th this year. Oh, great. And we also had Cheese and Garlic Festival just this past weekend, which is a great summer festival outdoors. It features a lot of local businesses as well. So a lot of great opportunities to come up here, even if you're not at a wedding or a skier.
Absolutely. Well, again, very relaxing out here. I'm enjoying it. And what we'll do, we'll get the website for Bear Creek on the screen at the end of the program, so anybody can check out that list of events that you talked about and see when things are coming up, and they can come visit.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, well, we're going to close out. We're going to go out to the front of the hotel, check out the main lobby and that area. So thanks again for having us. It's been a great tour, and we'll go close it out.
It's been great having you. Thank you very much.
All right, Jeff, we're outside of Bear Creek, the front entrance here of the hotel. We passed a lot of employees who were very hospitable, very welcoming, great crowd here. How many people do you employ?
Oh, geez. We have about 400 employees that work year-round here, 150 full-time and probably another 250 that are year-round part-time employees. Then leading up to the winter season, we will have on as many as 1,400 employees total here at the resort. Okay. So it's quite a large operation to take care of that many people, provide top-level service for our guests, and keep the place running the whole year.
Sure. And so do you hire those folks internally, or do you have an outside agency that helps you with that?
We do all of our hiring internally. So we have a human resources department, and we'll have job fairs to get people out here to see the resort and to apply for work. And we do it all online now too. So it's all done through a computer system as well.
And so again, if people are interested in employment, go to your website, find that information there.
Yep. You have to apply on the website to work here. We don't accept any paper applications anymore, so it all starts there.
Okay, great. Well, again, that information will be on the screen at the end of the show. And this location that we're at here, again, out in Long Swamp Township, so right in between kind of Reading and Allentown, close by. Where do you draw most of your patrons from?
We're really fortunate here about our geographic location. I mean, we're right on the edge of Berks and Lehigh County, and we draw from Allentown area and from the whole Lehigh Valley. We have a great business segment from the Lehigh Valley. We also draw from New Jersey and New York as well. So we get a lot of people who like to come out for the relaxation, like to get out of the busier areas and come you see something a little bit different that they don't get back at home. So we draw heavily from there, and then from the Philadelphia mainline area as well. So we're fortunate in our location. We're an hour and a half from New York, an hour from Philadelphia, and right on the doorstep of Reading and the Lehigh Valley. So it's a terrific spot for us.
Absolutely. That's one of the benefits and selling points of the entire Lehigh Valley area. Is that geographic proximity to some of those large metropolitan areas, and we're really seeing people start to capitalize on that in a much bigger way with the growth here in the area.
Absolutely. We see it all the time, the increase in business coming from the Lehigh Valley and the surrounding areas. People are finding out what a great place it is to live here. You have access to all the big city benefits, but you can have a more reasonable cost of living, have great job opportunities. So it's a terrific spot, I think, and it's just getting better as time goes by.
All right, well, that's fantastic. Again, I want to thank you for having us. Great tour, beautiful location that you have here at Bear Creek, and glad that you're such a terrific partner here in the community in terms of employment, job creation, economic development, all that activity that goes along with all of your work here. So thanks again for having us, Jeff.
Well, thank you, Ryan, for coming out today. Really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us on another episode of Legislative Report. I'm State Representative Ryan Mackenzie, and we'll see you next time.